this a fatal flaw? Is this going to kill us, or is this just something I need to get over? And that's to each their own. And I guess that's why you've got friends or coaches or therapists or doctors and things like that, of just that are there to kind of help you figure it out. What are you happy to accept, to not accept? And are you in danger, not in danger? Is your physical health in danger, mental health not in danger, things like that. That's a long way from family. We
Yeah.
But I was going to loop back to just like thinking about family and being accepted in each other's family and things like that. And there is a chance that she and he, so my brother and his girlfriend, may listen to this. But she and I had, kind of still do, but less so, a lot of trouble getting along, a lot of trouble getting along. And just for the sake of their privacy, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm fiercely loyal to my brothers. And even though my brother, I know he's not perfect, I'm just like, my brother and like my close friends, it's just like, yes, I know that they messed up, but I'm still going to be on their side. I'm still gonna, and unless it's something really bad, like really, really bad, if it's just messing up, I'm still going to be on their side and just, and help them through the phase. And so even though my brother messed up a couple of times, I consider that she messed up way more. And so yeah, it's they've been together since I think 2015. Yeah, 2015, 2016. It's been a long time. And I'm just like, it is very complicated getting along with her. It's better now. It's definitely, but it goes through these ups and downs. And so not the summer that's just gone, but the one before, she and I got in a huge argument.
Ah,
And it put my brother in a very awkward situation. And he and I had this tough talk where he was like, "You're my sister. I can't let you feel this way because of my girlfriend." And I said, "But you also can't really base your whole relationship around your sister, because we see each other
yeah.
4 or 5 times a year, which is sad. We would like to see each other way more. It's just not possible." And yeah,
Yeah.
it was very strange. And I later found out that he hated my ex-boyfriend, um, which is, it's unsurprising. Like, now that I think about it, I'm just like, oh yeah, I completely know why. But I'm like, it's weird because that would mean he would force himself to spend time with him, which I kind of did with him for a while, forcing myself to spend time with him and his girlfriend because I wanted to spend time with him. So it's very, yeah, it's a balance. It's very strange.
Yeah. Um, it's rough when it's someone that's so close to you and then they're with someone that you can't get along with. It's a rough situation. I don't know what I would do in that case. I mean, I don't know. It's such a, yeah, I know a lot of words of wisdom today.
Yeah.
Um, no, but I wanted to circle it back to a minute to keeping up appearances. Just I don't know if you ever saw that there was a British show called Keeping Up Appearances with Mrs. Bouquet. Have you seen it ever? It's so
No.
funny with this woman so concerned and revolving around what the neighbors are doing or what the neighbors are saying. And we worry ourselves so much about what other people are doing and saying. But even worse, we compare ourselves to the front that they put up.
Yeah.
And we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And we don't know if the grass is really green or if it's only watered where you can see it.
Yeah.
And yet we tend to compare ourselves to them. And the grass is also green where you water it. So if you don't water your own grass, then what do you expect? And you're only looking at other people.
That is
And
very
especially,
well said, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. And especially in this day and age where everything's online and we share every single tiny detail of our life that the government doesn't even have to do the work. Um, and so everything's out there and we're constantly it's constantly in our face where people are like, maybe it also kind of brings me back to what we're comparing the generations beforehand. But once upon a time it wasn't in everyone's faces so much, and you didn't know what goes on behind closed doors because no one told you what goes on. And here people are literally on TikTok
Yeah.
while the doors are closed, putting on a camera and showing that their partner cheating on them, or them confronting, or them telling a story, an embarrassing story. Like, everything's out there. And what was my point? My point is that maybe if we weren't so busy on I don't know, sharing everything and every tiny detail, and weren't so obsessed with what other people are doing, and you see the perfect Instagram worthy picture, when in reality, you had to flip the world upside down to just get that one perfect picture. Things aren't so rosy and pink as they are
Yeah.
online. And yet we live our life according to that. Like we go to, when we travel, we go to all the TikTok famous places. We buy all the TikTok famous stuff. We do things because our favorite TikTok or influencer bought it. Like, we don't like, maybe that's also why we don't think for ourselves as much. And I'm sorry, I'm digressing here and I'm getting into a rant. So
Well,
yes.
yes to all of that. I mean, just regrouping on.
Yeah. We're kind of
I
all
mean,
over the place here today,
we are
but
all over
yeah.
the place. But I mean, it's fine. It gives for good conversation.
Oh, for sure.
You know, there's so many. I was gonna go. I'm gonna say two things. One thing, there's this model who I can't remember her name, but she posted this short video of, I don't know, on YouTube or Instagram, whatever, of her saying, "Don't compare yourself to top models because we've got
Oh, I saw that,
professional
I think.
people. We've got professional makeup artists putting on professional makeup on us that stays well. We've got professional hairdressers and then a professional photographer with like a good setup that you can never get to with your phone, and lighting and everything, and the clothing and the pins and things like that. And even with all of that, we are airbrushed and photoshopped afterwards. Like, do not
Yeah.
compare yourselves to models. Like, I don't even compare myself to the pictures that I take, is what she was saying. So it was good. I mean, we all know it, but I think it's nice to be reminded of it. And like, you've got couples, so the couples never say this. They will never. They will. I've yet to have seen a couple that will publicly say what we show on Instagram isn't reality.
Yeah.
However, there are so many of these kind of social media famous couples that within a few years of their fame or whatever just kind of just break up out of nowhere. Same with celebrities and things like that. But you've got these couples that make their fame from being a couple, and then they break up over after a couple of years, and everybody's like, oh my god, I can't believe, like, everything was so perfect. So one of them must have cheated, one of them is like, well, no, it's just that they don't show everything else. Like, even if they post 10 videos a day, a video is a video is 1 minute. So you
Yeah.
see 10 minutes of their lives every day. Like, there is a whole
Yeah.
23 hours and 15 minutes of the day. You don't know
Yeah.
what it's like to get that video recorded. You don't know,
How edited it is.
how edited it is. You don't know if it's just one day of video making and then a whole week of, you just don't know. And it's not
Yeah.
10 videos a day, it's just once or twice or whatever.
Yeah. And
And
people love to lie, so
yeah, people love to lie. I've been thinking that I want to start my because everything that's been going on in 2023, I just didn't post as much, which I'm well, I mean, it is not good marketing